out to lunch today. It looks like it's going to be a rainy day. We took the truck. Mom tells me we got a couple places to go on the way, either before or after, but she tells me there's a new, just right outside of our neighborhood, there's a new Vietnamese massage. I gotta see this. What's a Vietnamese massage and what's it doing here in rural Thailand? And it's just on the way to the main road. It's like 2 minutes from the house. Anyway, we'll roll by and see what it is, and we'll go get something to eat. And we got some other things to do, as I alluded to. You know, they're all booked up today already. They just opened, like, I think yesterday was the grand opening, or today. We saw the post on the local Facebook group for this area, Ban Pei, the Ban Pei Facebook group. We just thought, oh, we'll go by and probably they're hungry for some business. Nope, they're full. It is something very different. It's a Vietnamese style shampoo. It's like a hair washing. I'll get some video. I'll show you some video. I don't want to pry. Lon's going to sign up for a session, but they're full today, so we can't do it today. But there's somebody in there having a sesh right now. We'll look, but I don't want to pry because it's a really relaxing type thing. They got the music going. They've got the steam coming up. You got a special, like some hot water thing to wash your hair, like a ring that water jets out. It's like a real, it's like a really kind of soothing hair wash. I guess I would say that. A massage, and you get a scalp massage and a face massage. It's not like a full body massage. Although, I don't know. They probably have additional services, but the main thing, the shampooing with this water and the steam and the lavender and the steam coming up and the music playing. It's a real relaxing experience. I think it's 250 baht. Lon's going to find out. She'll make a booking one of these days. Maybe we'll go back. But it's a really good little example of what you can do. I mean, I think they rented this little piece of land. They've landscaped it very nice with some pea gravel, nothing fancy, some very small shrubs, some pea gravel, a palm tree, and a little tiny, what you call a tiny house or a little modular type thing. They plopped that down. I hooked up some electric and water, and they're off to the races. Next thing you know, they're doing Vietnamese style massages. So. The girl's Thai. She's not Vietnamese, but I think this hair wash, relaxing hair wash type thing, I believe that might be what they're referring to. That might be Vietnamese style. What do I know? I've never been to Vietnam. Maybe some of you that live in Vietnam, I know at least a couple people watch it live in Vietnam. Maybe you can tell me if that's a thing there where you get your hair washed and it's real soothing and relaxing and there's soft music, kind of in lieu of getting a body massage maybe. I don't know. Anyway, we're getting hungry. We'll go eat, and we will check on some other things. Speaking of these little houses, one of the things I want to look at today is something similar to this. Not really similar, but another option. Lon said she couldn't make a booking for today. They've already got 6 people on the calendar on reservations, bookings today. What about tomorrow? Oh. Apparently they're taking bookings for tomorrow. Anyway, we'll just go about our way. We'll eventually get in there. I like to get one myself. It looks so relaxing with the water and the steam and the lavender, all that stuff. It's more expensive than I thought. It's not $250. It's more like close to $500 for 30 minutes. But it's a promotion when they open like $380 or something like that for a 30-minute session. I guess that's all it takes is 30 minutes for the hair wash and all that stuff. But that's kind of pricey for a half hour, because a regular massage for an hour might be like $300. This is more than that for a half. Anyway, something new. So we're at Coffee by the Water, Ban Chu Jai. Interesting place. All the seating's like through a jungle, and then they got a big lake out here and a bunch of little water features up front. They've got a barnyard fowl looks like chickens and geese and ducks, and I think it's lunchtime for them too. They're eating, and some other birds that look like big pigeons. I don't know what they are. Almost every platter includes like a hard-boiled egg that's cut into sections, and I think pretty sure that's the eggs from the fowl, duck eggs or chicken eggs or whatever. If they got a non-stop supply of eggs, they might as well use them to garnish their various platters. I believe you have to go up and order. I don't think they have a roaming waitress. It's just too much for them to cover. I think you have to order up there. They give you a beeper, and the beeper, when the beeper goes off, then you can go and pick up your stuff. So it's not, there are servers, but I'm pretty sure they're just to take the order up there, to make the drinks, things like that. It's kind of, you got to do some of the legwork yourself. Mom's going up there to order. As we sat here while nobody came to take our order, I don't think you're supposed to wait for them to come and take your order. Well, it's very cool back here because it's almost under a canopy, and there's no fans or anything, but you really don't need it. Like I said, it's nice and cool, and there's waterfall running and birds. Feels like you're in the jungle having lunch. Here comes Lon now. I can see she's got a beeper in her hand. So, she wants a picture by the cooking. The beeper started going off. The beeper's going off. She didn't even make it back to the table and the beeper's gone off. I doubt that's for the food. Maybe that's for the drinks. Anyway, they kind of made a simple Simon out of her. She went all the way up, got the beeper, came just shy of the table, and they call her right back. Here she comes now with the drink. I'm going to die laughing if she doesn't make it back and they page her again for the food. Wow, they really put out a pretty platter. I'll show you the eggs I was talking about. We've got one platter with like a roasted or fried pork, and that one's got these eggs. I'm not sure if they're the chicken eggs or the duck eggs. They're probably the chicken eggs. They don't look as big enough to be a duck egg. Big pile of somtam, vegetables, and then we got an omelet. Have you ever seen blue rice before? Me neither. There's shrimp in the omelet. Anyway, very nice, and it's kind of a unique experience here. The way they serve everything, the different types of food, even the blue rice, and the backdrop and the scenery, and feels like you're eating in the jungle. So, we'll enjoy. So welcome to Rayong Caravan. Rayong Caravan, right on 36. Northbound side of 36. They also got boats here. They got jet skis. They've got everything. They've got a big workshop. And they have an old pickup truck from Peugeot. A Peugeot pickup truck. I'd never seen that. Never even heard of it. But apparently that's the thing. Looks like it's getting maybe restored or something. But these caravans, that's the mainstay, the caravans. And a lot of people are buying these. First of all, they come, the ones that they have here look like they have been shipped in from the UK, because they still got UK license plates on them. At least some of them do. They come in sea containers. The thing barely fits, but it fits in a sea container. And they get it out of the sea container. They got pictures on their social media pulling these out of sea containers. And they install the air conditioning in them. The local kind of split air systems. You probably don't need air in a caravan in the UK so much, but here you definitely do. And they refurbish them a little bit, maybe even remodel them. I don't know, not so much on the outside, more on the inside, and then they sell them. This one right back here, this fine specimen, 280,000. I think she said 280,000 baht. So, I don't know, what's that, about $9,000, something like that. This little white one here looks more of an antique, but that's actually more money, but it's not done yet. But once they have the air and all in there, I think he quoted about 400,000 for that guy. That's something a little bit unique looking, and the name I'm not familiar with. But at any rate, it's is what it is. It probably is an uncommon one. I don't know. This one might be from American Coachman. I remember that. I remember that as a name. And there's an air conditioner on the top, which here again, I don't know that you'd have that in Europe, especially in the UK. But there's definitely an aircon unit on the top there, and it's red, white, and blue. I don't know. This one could be from the US. It's the Amara 520/4. Tires have seen better days, but the inside of it is pretty nice. Looks like it's all ready for a little bit of a camp out. And he's got a lot of boats here as well. Good selection of boats. I guess I would guess that's the same thing coming in on sea containers. And of course they sell trailers. You need trailers to carry this stuff around, or just a trailer to trailer anything. They make trailers here. They sell trailers here. They sell jet skis. They've got jet skis, and it looks like anything that goes on a trailer they have. I'm not a big boat person. They're got to put a lot of money into a boat. It's always the boat's always money. This one looks like it's been sitting here for a while. But I mean, if you want one of these, now what we were thinking, boy, this one's all, it's got potential. They all smell like a moldy old basement inside. What we were thinking, we've been looking at some pieces of land, and we a piece of land big enough we could have a house, and we could also have like some little nightly rentals, like a little hotel type thing, maybe 2 or 3 small houses or bungalows or something like this, or geodesic domes or whatever, something, because where we live there's a lot of people that need, everybody that comes spends 500 baht at least for a hotel room. That's a big market for that. So I don't know though. Now that I look at them, I don't know that would be the thing. There just seems to be too many little variables with them, and things that they're old. A lot of them are old and have a smell, and I don't know where you find right parts. You end up having to, you kind of concoct everything. So kind of neat and kind of a novelty. A lot of people do like these novelty stays, but maybe not right for kind of a worry-free, hassle-free type deal. Anyway, on the way just right next door, I passed it, so we're gonna have to walk. I saw a place selling old military vehicles. We'll go take a look at them while we're here. Unexpected, but you never know when you see something. I'll forget it if I don't stop today. Place is like an army surplus store. All sorts of stuff. There's web belts, LBEs, canteens, ammo pouches, butt packs, ponchos, field jackets, uniforms, boots, helmets, lots and lots of helmets, all the stuff. Empty ammo cans. One whole section over here looks like they found an old motor pool or something that people abandoned parts of, like a stock of brand new truck parts that they just have, random parts that just have sitting over here. Wow. This is right next to the trailer place, about a block away. We rode by this, I missed it. So it's we had to walk back up here, and I found $20, or found 20 baht on the side of the road. I think the way that happens, it's happened to me before. Have a little pocket like that, you get some change, you put your 20 baht piece in there, you take off on your bike, and it goes blowing out behind you. So that's probably why there's 20 baht there. Anyway, samurai swords, all kind of eye protection, holsters. Wow. And they got tents. Maybe we just buy one of these tents, lower the price. We'll charge people 300 baht a night, and they can camp in a real tent. Like that, a big one, a nice one. Wow. Logistics Command, Air Force. But there's Army, there's all sorts. I'm no stranger to this patch. I wore this one every day, the Tactical Air Command patch. If you had like a squadron of F-15s, or we had 3 squadrons of F-15s, and the base was the Tactical Air Command base. But anyway, oh, boots. Actually, I had a pair of jungle boots like this. Almost the same. The tread's a little different in these. They're US sizes. So on the bottom, on the sole, I'll show you, I think this one's a 10.5, which actually that was probably my size back then. I've kind of gone up a bigger size here because they don't have wides. But I'm wondering, I'm going to try this on. They're 750 baht. Would be great bike riding boots. So they also have special insoles in them, inserts, whatever you call them. You can pull out and dry. They're like a nylon mesh, if I remember correctly. And these were pretty easy to shine too. Actually, these are the exact ones I had. That's the tread, 100%. And I remember they had them 2 little holes on the side. Although the uppers were green on mine, but I remember them having black ones. I think these are too small. I'd rather have these. The other ones, these are much lighter weight than the other ones are kind of heavy, like a newer version, almost like a copy of these. It turns out it's so hot in here. It's very humid in here. The other boots, they're Thai boots. They're like Thai copies of jungle boots. These are from the US. These are the real deal. These are 1,400 baht. The Thai copies are 700 baht. But I can even, I mean, the American ones have like a steel toe. I can't crush the toe. Those I can crush the toe with my thumb and forefinger. So if I really wrench on it, I can crush the toe. So, and the same thing with the uniforms. Like the set of BDUs from the States is like twice as much as some of these other uniforms they got in here from different places. So I don't know what she needs that for. She just likes to play dress up. But the boots, I'd like a nice pair of boots like that. And it's hard to find where you can try them on. This is actually a size 9, but it fits. It could be a scotch bigger, but it fits. It fits pretty good. I have shoes that I wear that fit a lot worse than they fit. They're cut big. The 10.5s, even from the Thai ones I put on, felt like 12s. I have a new pair of boots. I got to go home and shine them. You got to strip them with alcohol first, and then you got to put the polish on, and then with the brush, and then I don't know. It's a whole process. Maybe I'll teach Lon how to do it.
Yeah, what an afternoon. What an unexpected surprise finding the Army surplus here right next to the trailer place. In case you're curious, the Jeep, hey, I remember these. These were part of the desert camo issue. I used to wear those at night. It gets sometimes it gets cold in the desert at night. Anyway, the Jeeps, the Army Jeeps out front, which is the original thing that I saw. I didn't even know they had this whole surplus store back here with the boots and all that. Oh, but it was nice to get a new pair of boots. But the Army Jeeps, you're basically getting like a shell. There's no motor. So it's about 30,000 bahts, a little under 1,000 US dollars, and you could get the shell of an Army Jeep, and then you'd have to it'd be a project. There's one right there. It'd be a project. But anyway, kind of a cool thing to have. They also got a little noodle soup stand right out front so you can have lunch while you browse through all the cool Army surplus stuff. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the episode. Something else next time. But for this one, I've got to go ahead and leave it off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.